What is going on, my friends? How are you doing? What is up? Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hello. I saw a few of you already jumped in the chat. Show some love. Hopefully, Oneness Junkie. What's up, Lydia? Oneness Junkie podcast in the house. Jesus Ortiz. Boy, I just like jumped right in before we just went live. I love it. Jesus Ortiz, have a fantastic day. Here we go. Let me show you some love. Let me just do this, y'all. Show love. Let me show you love. Oneness Junkie in the house. What's up, Lydia? Hope you're having a great Monday, my friend. Facebook user with Jesus Ortiz. Have a fantastic day. Hello, hello, Jesus. What's going on? And then, of course, we have my favorite blockhead himself. We have Brian Little. Have to watch later, but have a good show. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the love. Thanks for swinging in and saying hola. What is going on, my friends? If you are in the chat, if you're watching this live, say hello. And of course, for all of those who are coming in, drop your name. I want to know what's going on in your world. Let me know how your Monday is going on. Hold on one second, guys. Somebody was trying to buzz me right now. Don't buzz me. I'm going live. Okay. So, yeah. Happy Monday, everybody. Are we like mid-May, by the way? Where we at? Yeah, it's mid-May. It's crazy. It's going by super fast. Oh, my God. Going super, super fast. A lot of exciting things happened this past weekend, but brand new episode just dropped today, so I'm excited. It's called How to Find Better Critics. So go, if you have not subscribed, let me do this. I haven't shared much of my podcast. Here we go. I even created like a lower third. Boom. Can you guys see that? Can you see that? Okay, boom. Look at that. It's all customized and all. Go check out my podcast. It's called No Permission Needed. I don't do enough promotion, as my friend says. Like, dude, you never promote your podcast. It's been fun. Relaunching this podcast has been teaching me a lot of things. I was sharing with a friend of mine that it's kind of like a personal documentation of my journey. I'm taking a lot of lessons and insights that I'm taking from conversations I'm having with friends, coaching clients, some of the things that I'm going through as I'm building a coaching business. And it's just been really, really fun to be able to have this podcast and using it as just an extension of the journey that I'm in. So definitely check out No Permission Needed. Highly recommend that you check it out, and launched a brand new podcast episode. So pretty pumped up about that. I got a little care emoji. Who is that? Thank you for the love. Appreciate it. So as you guys are coming in, as always, thank you so much. I'm going to do some housekeeping really quick. Please tag a friend, whether you're watching this on YouTube. I'm not sure if you can do it on YouTube. YouTube or on my Ozeal Facebook business page. Tag a friend, especially if they're like a content creator, if they're a podcaster for sure, and also in Pod Houston. So shout out to everybody in Pod Houston who's watching this live. I know many of you catch this on the replay because you hit me up on DM, and I appreciate your viewership and your support. So anyhow, so again, if you are just tuning in, come and say hello and let's get on. Okay, cool. Lydia, you're saying that you're on YouTube account. Lydia, can you tag somebody on YouTube? I don't think you can, but you're here nonetheless. But I'm just saying, I wasn't sure if you can actually tag like a podcaster on YouTube. I don't think you could do that. So, and let me know how the YouTube channel is going on your end, Lydia. You've been rocking it on the podcast, but let me know how you're doing it. Let me try. Yes, please try. I appreciate it, just for, experimental sake. I just want to see if you can actually tag somebody. Cool. Thank you, guys. All right, so let me dive right in again. So tag, sharing is caring. Share it with your friends. I'm excited to just expand the platform. Last session was dope. This session, I'm really excited because today we're going to be talking about building a podcast brand like a media company. There's a saying, energy goes where attention flows, right? I believe I got that right. Something along the lines of that. Well, we mixed it, and it goes, attention flows where the audience goes. I feel like that's applicable to building a podcast brand. So I'm very passionate about this topic because as a podcast coach, I'm very much in tune with what's happening. Hold on one second, really quick. Facebook user, I'm watching this on YouTube. Join us. Oh, yeah, yeah, cool. I think that's you, Lydia. I believe that is. If not, then let me know. But thank you. Thank you guys. Yeah, definitely share, tag a friend. I appreciate you. Okay, so, and again, this is a live stream, but this is an open discussion. So if you have any comments, any questions, please feel free to drop it in the chat room. All right, so I'm intrigued by this topic of building a podcast brand because as a podcast coach, one of the things that I've been noticing, especially this past year specifically, I've been noticing a lot of podcasters take their podcast show to the next level. Like I'm talking about a lot of in-person events. I see you, Alex. Boom. Support from viewers like you. Oh, appreciate you, bro. Good seeing you. So I've been seeing a lot of content creators, a lot of podcasters build brand on a whole different level online. Have you seen it? I mean, and I'm not talking about just Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan has built a brand even long before he started podcasting, but I'm seeing a lot of podcasters leverage the power of a video and podcasting. And then I'm seeing some that are just going strictly just traditional audio only, and they're crushing it. They're really building a brand. They're creating pipelines of revenue through consulting and brand sponsorship deals, partnerships on YouTube. You can apparently subscribe, fans only. I mean, there's so many avenues and so many opportunities for us as content creators, podcasters, to be able to really build brand. And the way to do it, and the mindset that I've been really digging into and just kind of really assessing the landscape of what podcasters are currently doing, the really successful ones, is they're adopting a media mindset. Now, the mass distribution channels like before no longer have weight like they used to be. I was reading that the newspaper revenue is actually down 77% in the last 3 years. So we're seeing now even major companies adopt a new way of marketing their message, which is simply just becoming the media company, right? We're seeing companies like, Peloton and Red Bull. They all have invested in creating content at scale, whether it's through live event marketing, whether it's through creating their own personal brands. I know Peloton does a fantastic job. Any fans, by the way, of Peloton and some of these brands that are coming out? Peloton, Red Bull, you guys fans of that? Monster. There's so many brands out there that are building even personal brands within their ecosystem. Like I know Peloton, for those who follow Peloton, they even have 3 or 4 fitness trainers within their system that are blowing up on a personal brand level. And that's because they understand the importance of becoming a content creator, becoming this kind of mediapreneur, so to speak, and really building from that platform going on up. So, and let me know in the chat room, guys, have you started creating content on any social media platform that you're on? I'm curious to know what type of content are you creating? Like, let me know in the chat room. And if so, again, what type of content you're creating, what platforms you're using. And if you're not creating content on any platform, my question to you is why not? Like, what's stopping you from creating content, media centered around your brand online? What's stopping you? So let me know in the chat room. What's going on, Jesse? I see you, my man, insider in the house. I checked out your Twitch, man. It was awesome the other day. Love, 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 bro. Mad respect. Keep it going, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for chiming in. So as I was saying, the podcasters, as a podcaster, our objective is to grow an audience, right? We need to build an audience. And in today's landscape, we have so many tools and resources available to us to make this happen. We have access to mediums like TikTok, right? IG Reels is popping off right now, imagery, different forms of content, a lot of things to be able to enhance the level of our brand awareness, but to really build brand like a media company. And we're seeing individuals more and more using and leveraging the power of media online to build and scale brand. I'm going to share with you just a few people here. Hold on one second. That are really doing, and I was doing some research because I was trying to figure out, like, I wanted to show you guys some examples of some of the influencers and some of the people who just started building media, started becoming mediapreneurs, so to speak, and building media online, and they just started scaling up, and now they're just massive online, right? So take, for example, his name is David Perel. He basically started writing essays about different topics, which led him to having a strong following on Twitter. And then that catapulted him into a seven-figure school for writers and authors, right? Kayla Asinas, I believe is her name. She started putting content out on IG as a personal trainer, providing tips, different strategies to build muscle, weight loss, etc. And she had built her audience now to 13 million followers, right? And she has recently sold her business for, check this out, $400 million. All because it started from Instagram and providing content and taking this mediapreneur approach, building an IG, focused, and now she is a successful business owner. Let's take, for those, my friends on YouTube, and if you believe we're all like YouTube fanatics here, right? I love YouTube. Mr. Beast, are you guys, like, leave me in the chat room. Are you guys familiar with Mr. Beast? Yeah, Mr. Beast has over 66 million subs on YouTube, right? He's been YouTubing for over 10 years. Even launched a burger brand, super successful, and is making bukus of money. Like, anybody who's familiar with Mr. Beast's content, it's crazy. I believe I read somewhere that he redid, what was that Netflix show, guys? Just had like a brain fart right now. I forgot the name of the show. What was the show? The Korean movie series. What is it? Anybody help me out? Boom, boom, boom. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, Ray? Good to see you. Boom. Facebook user. Thank you so much. Squid Games. Squid Games. That's it, Jesse. So Squid Game is, I think he redid it, and I think he did it for like less than half of the budget that the original Squid Game spent, and his viewership like surpassed the Netflix viewership or streaming numbers. So he just recreated on YouTube, and now it just surpassed what the original Squid Game budget was, and he did it for half the budget. Half the budget. So the cleaning one. I think it's, yeah, hold on one second, guys. Why did this get stuck? Okay, cool. So yeah, he surpassed the numbers. So what I'm saying here is that, Mr. Beast, we're seeing content creators being diligent, ferocious. I mean, getting really, really hardcore into creating content and adopting this media mindset. And they are really growing their audience online and making a lot of money. So you may be thinking, Ozil, I'm not necessarily like an entrepreneur. Like, I have a 9-to-5 job. It sounds sexy. Like, I know a lot of you who watch this and who are part of our Pod Houston group. We have a lot of members in there that just, want to use podcasting as, as a hobby, something fun, something as a side hustle. But I'm letting you know now, my friend, that there is an opportunity, a huge opportunity, to really scale that podcast brand to the next level if you desire for that podcast brand to take you to a whole different level. You can make money with podcasting. And the way to do it is to be able to adopt a media mindset and to operate like a media company. That's the way to do it. Excuse me. Let me know if you guys are in the chat. I know we have a few people that are chiming in. Say hello on YouTube. I'm gonna get some water. Let me know what you guys think. Do you operate your podcast brand, your online brand as a media company? If so, how are you doing this? Now, you can create content that promotes your value and your story. I think a lot of the times the biggest mistake that I see a lot of content creators is that they'll create content, but they will use it as a way to market themselves and to promote and sell their services. And I think that's a common mistake that I see a lot with creators is like they want to be it's almost kind of like they try too hard to be the entrepreneur, and then they pretty much outsell like the true purpose of what they're trying to put out, which is valuable content for their audience, right? With media, like becoming a mediapreneur, which is a term that I heard a while back, but to become like a media company, you must also have like a passion to demonstrate like your sense of leadership to your audience. Much like Kayla Asinas, who is a personal trainer who was creating a lot of tips and video content to help her audience lose weight and build muscle. She was providing a lot of tips and insights and strategies. So I think approaching this media company mindset through the lens of a leader and how can I serve? How can you serve your community? And I think the more you adopt that versus what can I sell them up front? Let me go ahead and sell them this course, or let me go ahead and sell them, this coaching package. Or how are you showing up? How are you showing up for your community? And then of course, we talked about all the tools and resources that are available to us. Are you using, for our podcasters, we're using audio, but are you also leveraging the power of video? And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to start a YouTube channel. It doesn't mean that you need to be all in on YouTube, because if you're a podcaster, a lot of podcasters have the bandwidth to just focus on audio only. But what if you start sprinkling, just a little bit, just a little sprinkles of video? Like what if it's just short form content, whether it's on TikTok or on Reels? Like let me know in the chat room, are you guys using like any of these strategies to be able to promote and market your podcast? Because if you're not, you're missing a huge opportunity to really leverage the power of different forms of content creation in becoming a media company. If you look at the most successful media companies, let's look at Red Bull and Peloton. If you go on their site, they're using video, right? They're using different forms of content. They're on TikTok. Their personal brands within their ecosystem are creating content in social media that's bringing more brand awareness to what they're doing, right? Red Bull, which is one of my favorite brands. It's funny because I don't even drink Red Bull. Any Red Bull drinkers? I used to be, not so much, not so much. I'm all about the here, check it out. I'm all about the coffee, beer, and whiskey. That's more coffee than whiskey these days. But that's what I drink. That's what I drink. But what I'm saying here is use these tools. It does not cost a ton of money. And that's the crazy thing. When I get clients who want to market their message, one of the biggest benefits about starting a podcast is the low cost of entry. Like it does not cost a ton of money to start a podcast. It really doesn't. I mean, you can do one for free if you wanted to, but less than $100 to get a really solid podcast out there. And to me, like it gives you the best bang for the buck, marketing buck, if you ask me, because now you have your own radio tower, your own podcast tower, your own channel to distribute information and education to your audience. So powerful. Like YouTube, it does not cost money to start a YouTube channel. All you need is your cell phone, right? And your willingness to show up in front of the camera to shoot video content. Now, is there an investment to get better audio, enhance the lighting, like all these other, things that you need to have a successful platform? Absolutely. But it doesn't cost you a ton of money. All this is free. Like it's crazy to know that we have this opportunity to like show up. My friend, my buddy who's in this podcast or in this live stream right now, Alex, he always shares with me like some of the live streamers that are really successful strictly just through live streaming. Like if I really wanted to, and I know Alex, you've been jumping on my back on this. If I really wanted to, guys, if I really want, and which it may happen, like I'm using live stream as an opportunity for me to just share the message and to give back to the community and hopefully give you guys some nuggets of value, so you can kind of, to challenge the way you think and maybe give you some insight on some of the things that are happening in the podcasting content creation space. But, if I really wanted to go all in on live streaming, I could possibly be making a serious stream of revenue if I really wanted to. And that's crazy because I'm seeing examples of live streamers that are going heavy into live streaming, whether it's daily, but creating content at scale, and they're making some really good money. And I guess the fear, and I'm curious to know, and if you're live here, if you catch this, or if you're watching this on the replay, like what's holding you back from going all in on creating more media for your audience? Is it time? Can't be money, right? Can't be money. Is it the lack of strategy? Is it the fear of being rejected, or maybe nobody's going to be showing up to your live stream, or you won't get massive download numbers, or there's something there? Because if you think about the opportunity, my friend, that we have to create content on a daily basis, there's a lot of layers that are holding us back. But if you think about the opportunity, there is no excuse for any of us, if we're really serious about building an audience. And many of you who are podcasters talk about, how can I grow my audience? How can I grow my audience faster? What's the quickest way to grow an audience? I'm only getting 10 downloads. How can I get it to 100 or 1,000? The answer is you showing up and getting good at conveying your message, getting good at providing value, getting good at just showing up consistently, giving your audience different forms of content like written and video and audio, and being very diligent about it. But Ozil, I just don't have time to do all that. I don't have the big Gary Vee team. I can't be everywhere. Well, my advice is just to pick one platform, treat it like your main media pipeline. For example, Instagram, right? Hypothetically speaking, and then just show up on a daily basis. Do an IG live once a week. Do, IG reel every day if you can. Keep it simple, like a message, right? You just answer one question, that's your reel. And then do one imagery, like one post on there. Do it until you get to 10K, and then you can expand to other platforms. And that's something actually I'm about to embark on. I see how the weight that TikTok, TikTok has a lot of potential, and me getting more comfortable with video and really enjoying the live stream and video content. I want to invest heavy into like TikTok. So I want to get it. I think I have like 130. I don't have a lot of followers. I'm not active. By the way, follow me at Real Ozil on TikTok. I'm going to be pumping out a lot more content on there because I do see like there's a really good viable audience that is very searching for knowledge. That is just a whole different type of audience that I actually am attracted to. Like there's a lot of people, I'm learning a lot on TikTok just because of the short form content. It's amazing. Okay. And I would like to grow my TikTok to, 1K. And I'm going to be investing a lot more time and energy into that platform. So I'm asking you, what platform are you investing in, and which one should you consider? And just pick one. Pick one. I think it's important. Pick one. Does that make any sense, guys? I feel like I'm not. Do I need to put some music on? Do I need to put some? Don't make me put the music on like last week. Okay, hold on one second. Boom, 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 boom. Alex said, it's like a mechanic or builder. You can do your job with the bare minimum of tools, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't invest to make your job easier. Absolutely. I think, that's a good point, Alex. I think to get started, which I feel like the majority of content creators are in that beginner stage, even if they have like 10, 20 episodes, but that's still kind of beginner, stage-ish. And I think in the beginning, it's okay to get started with what you got. But of course, and I talk about this too, is cultivating a sense of higher taste, meaning that you know what good audio sounds like. Like one of the biggest pet peeves that I have is podcasters that have been podcasting for like over 100 episodes, and they have yet made any adjustments to increasing the quality of their content. You know, but no judgment, because we don't understand the person's financial situation, right? I respect the individuals just showing up consistently with 100 episodes, understands that they need to improve, and that's all they have for right now, but they're showing up consistently, versus somebody who's getting all the bells and whistles and then feel like that's going to make them a better content creator. So there's also like the other side of that as well. But I feel what you're saying, Alex, as far as like there are tools to make our life easier, to make it more efficient and effective. And for sure, we should definitely have an objective to get better at creating the content. Absolutely. Good point, though. Let's see, my boy Reggie in the house. What's up, Ozil? I feel that as a podcaster, it's beneficial to have an audio and video option for your audience. Long story short, I met a young lady who stated that she was only into video content after I told her about my podcast, so I introduced her to my YouTube channel. Prime example right there, Reggie. Thank you for sharing. Shout out to Reggie, by the way. We're going to be doing like a live stream. I'm not sure, Reggie. We're working out the details. But Reggie Beiser is the host of the Growth Times Infinity podcast. I highly recommend and suggest that you check out the podcast. It's a motivational podcast. Love Reggie's vibe. And in the chat room, guys, let's give him some love, because Reggie is about to celebrate his 100th episode tomorrow. So let's give Reggie some love in the chat room, guys. Hold on, man. Reggie, you got me. Let me put some music, man. Let me put some music on, man. I don't think I have like some like hip hop hype music. Maybe. All right, here we go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all tuned in to Podcast Influence Live with Ozil. Keeping it real. Slicker than a banana peel. Keeping it real. I'm making it sense today. I'm off today, guys. All right, so yeah, welcome. All right, cool. Congratulations. There we go. See, Reggie, got some love. There we go. Congratulations, Reggie. Great accomplishment. Shout out to Reggie. 100th episode. Isn't it amazing when you get to 100 episodes? Like, Lydia, I think you're already there, right? Isn't it amazing? I love it. Once you get to 100 episodes, it's like, okay, it's like, you can say like you made it. Like, that's success. 100 episodes are not easy. 50 episodes are not easy. Shoot, 20 episodes are not easy. So mad respect. Reggie, look at that. Reg, oh, Janu, what's going on? Janu in the house. Sneaked in here. What's going on, Janu? Love. Fellow insider in the house. Ray, congratulations. Awesome. See, Reggie, people love and we celebrate you. We celebrate you. We celebrate podcasters here. No way for the way there. 22 episodes. Okay, gotcha. But you're going to get there. I feel like you're going to hit 100 for sure. No doubt, Lydia. You're like the other rock star. Congratulations. Appreciate the love. Yes. Shout out to all of you for showing the love. Reggie, you're the man. Can't wait to celebrate 100 with you. Very exciting. Okay, cool, guys. So I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Yes. I wanted to piggyback on what Reggie just said. Reggie was talking about how, somebody was saying, hey, listen, I'm not much of a podcast listener, but I do watch video. I do love YouTube. And voila, Reggie has another fan, added to his list, and they love YouTube. And because Reggie is on YouTube, he's producing content on there that he is doing video, real quick, drop it in there. Ozil, you inspiring me to do video. Lydia, you're great at video. I remember during our coaching session, I know it was towards the end, and of course our objective was to launch the podcast, which was the main focus. But You're great on video. You have a great vibe, great energy. And I believe that even if you do something like this, which I'm using StreamYard or Zoom, and you do, it's easy because they give you two different formats, right? You have the WAV file, MP3 for the audio, and then you have the video that you can, with some post-production, put it as a YouTube video. And you know what's crazy, guys, is that I'm seeing a ton of podcasters on YouTube now. Like, I don't know, have you guys noticed that? There's a ton of podcasters that are now on YouTube, and they're seeing some really good numbers on there. I'm seeing a trend too that the podcasters will have like a personal brand, and I don't necessarily believe in fragmenting the brand, but they're creating a whole dedicated YouTube channel for the podcast, and they're just putting nothing but the YouTube video content on there. So that's another thing. So I highly encourage you, and the reason why is I'm a big believer of like you focus on what platform, right? So for podcasters, focus on really getting in the trenches, getting a good workflow, consistency with your podcast. But again, there comes a point where you could add video and it won't take up too much of your time nor energy. And I feel like you'll reap the benefits of being on a platform like YouTube or using TikTok or Reels to be able to promote your podcast. So Lydia, going back to you, yes, start doing the video. Even if it's one video a week. Reggie does it, I believe he does like one video every Monday, right, Reggie? And I have podcast influence, right? Which some of you have, subscribed. I've been doing a lot. This is like my video, like my live stream is my video of the week. I do want to start creating more pre-recorded content. And I'm also considering, and I probably will end up doing, the No Permission Needed podcast when I start doing interviews and start hosting them on my YouTube channel as well. I just see people having a lot of success, and YouTube is really leaning heavy into the podcasting game, which I predict, guys, that in a few years, YouTube is going to be a major platform for podcasters. Major. I'm seeing it now. Like I'm seeing more podcasters than ever before on YouTube. I just recently saw the comedian Bill Maher. He has a podcast now called Random Club Podcast. And I stumbled upon his YouTube channel. He was interviewing Mike Tyson, which is one of my favorite boxers of all time. And he was interviewing him. And it was real cool. It's a cool setup. The mics, the camera, and he's rocking it. Podcast. He's doing it. Good numbers, So again, I highly encourage you guys to think like a media company. You can build brand at scale by leveraging these different tools. Know your strength. And I will say this, if you're a podcaster saying, look, I know I should incorporate other aspects of media, but I just want to focus on podcast, Ozil. Like that's my jam. Then focus on that. Like if you want to use a spoken word, if you just strictly want to focus on the podcast, then amazing. But you still, in order to market, because to grow your audience, this is when you still have to leverage either short form video content to promote your podcast, whether it's Reels or on TikTok, right? Or like transcribing your podcast content and using blog content, guesting on other people's show. Like you still have to act like a media company. You still have to have that mediapreneur mindset, right? It just can't be like I publish my podcast episode and then I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like you really got to approach the media mindset, which is the reason why when I was going down this rabbit hole of seeing some of these individuals, these people have built personal brands through like Twitter that led, into like a newsletter, which parlayed into like massive consulting, revenue, or like that trainer was just posting focused on one channel on IG, and now she sold her company for $400 million. Guys, like I want that to land. I want the wheels to spin, and I want you to dream, but not only dream, but know that this becomes a reality if you put the work into it. That if you just stick with what you're doing, if you just stick with podcasting and you believe in your brand and you could believe in your role as a leader in your niche, if you believe that by showing up consistently, not worrying about the numbers, not worrying about the applause, but just show up consistently, you will be successful. Like, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Like, you're destined for this. Some of you that are watching this right now, I know some of you are entrepreneurs, creative entrepreneurs, content creators. Like, we're all family. And I can put my money in the fact that if you could do this full time, you probably would, right? Like, let me know in the chat room, do you want to do this as a full-time gig? It may not be for you. You know, there's a lot of creators that, you know, even talk about this on YouTube, how once you're like a full-time creator, the whole landscape changes. You know, the money is good, but some of them, they just want to do it as a side hustle, and that's okay. But if you want to take this serious, if you're really serious about building brand, or if you're a business owner that simply wants to leverage the power of media and, let's say, podcasting to nurture clients and funnel them back into paid clients, then you can do that as well. But you still have to adopt the media mindset. Like, you still got to build brand like a media company. Very, very important, okay, to adopt. Janu, dropping gems. There are podcasters on TikTok too. They do one-off questions or some movie podcasts, use clips from the movies with audio layovers. That's it. That's it. You know, TikTok is really becoming a platform that I'm seeing as a huge opportunity. And I know, like, it gets like a negative connotation and people kind of discard it as something for kids, or it's just too goofy for me. I'm not that goofy, but I'm seeing like some serious, even like motivational speakers and some really cool things. And what I love about TikTok are the tools, right, Janu? Like, the tools built into the TikTok app are amazing. Like, you can really do some pretty cool, like the jump cuts and the captions and the music. And I mean, there's so many opportunity. There's so many things you can do on TikTok that I love. So that being said, it's all about finding your thing and then just doubling down. Like, Janu, I'm seeing that you're doing a lot of TikTok. Like, you're doing a lot of like TikTok and IG Reels. That's your jam. Like, I feel like that's your 1-2 combination. Like, focus on that. Like, that's, you're in the right spot, you know? So continue doing that. And, you know, Lydia, I know you're here, you know, continue, you know, just think about how can you sprinkle short form content, video content on there to be able to give your audience a different take, a different, you know, form of content creation. Super important, super powerful. All right. So let me know, guys, how you guys feeling? Am I making any sense? What do you guys think about this whole media approach? Another thing that I'm going to share with you that I actually made sure that I want to talk about, and I share this with a lot of my insiders and a lot of my coaching clients, is, and I'm challenged by this as well, is that to not, you know, don't overthink the content. You know, I find myself, like, my challenge, guys, is that I have so many content ideas, and then I'll start fragmenting the platforms. Let me know if you can relate to this. Like, you're like, okay, I have this type of content, or this content, you know, and you're having all these forms, and you're like, just get overwhelmed with knowing that you have to put content on different platforms. Like, that becomes like a challenge for a lot of us. So that's why I say, especially for us who creatives, our minds work, you know, we're in different spaces, just pick one platform, get it to like 10K. So just say, hey, listen, my objective is on IG to get 10K. You know, my objective for this YouTube channel is to get 1K, you know, whatever it is, but give a good number, focus on that. And then you can repurpose. So if you just say this one channel, and then later on you can repurpose and put it on other forms of content, but at least you're focusing and putting a lot of investment in one channel. Does that make sense, guys? Like, just one channel. I think the whole idea of this whole notion of you got to be everywhere, it makes sense when you have a team. And sure, media companies do have they're on different channels, but they got people on their squad that can distribute content everywhere. So it's important. All right. Cool. Just to be realistic. All right, Jesse is dropping some gems here. He says, if you're a podcaster, coach, speaker, YouTuber, etc., the best time to get ahead of the trend on TikTok was a year or 2 years ago. The second best time is right now. Woo, yes, 1,000%. 1,000%. I think that's what happens with a lot of people. They're like, oh man, the TikTok train has moved on. Like, I can't start a podcast because look how many, there's millions of podcasters out there doing it now. But I'm like thinking, forget all that. Like, you could start right now. Like, let's talk about your brand. That's why, this whole comparison syndrome, when you see it, I think what it is just seeing the opportunity to take advantage of the algorithm. But TikTok is fresh, y'all. I mean, TikTok is really, really fresh right now. And I think even YouTube, YouTube has, billions of users, but even podcasting. But let's think about this. I don't have the number, but it was crazy to even think about how there were so many like podcasters, but there was only like, I want to say 800K or less than 800,000 that were active podcasters. Active. So there's a lot of podcasts out there that are just dormant, that are just dead. They're just there and they're accounted for. But when we talk about real active YouTube channels, real active TikTokers, people actually creating content at scale, the competition is not that heavy, y'all. It's not. The competition is not that heavy. I mean, I think, the game is for the taking. Like, in the taking is like, who are you the content creator that's going to show up? Are you going to dominate your lane? If you dominate your lane and you're invested and committed to it, then you're going to win the game. It's a marathon. You're going to win the game, but you got to stay in it to win it. For real. Like, seriously. So there's no competition. No competition. The coach speaker niche is coming because Facebook, IG, and YouTube are used up, and they're coming from the next space or place to blow up. Yes. What do you predict, Jesse, is the next space? What's the next place to blow up? Is it TikTok? I'm seeing TikTok. A lot of coaches and speakers really get on TikTok as well. Like, I feel like I need to be on there a little bit more. I can't wait. I'm not sure. And maybe you guys know this. How many followers do you need to start live streaming on TikTok? Do any of you know that answer? Drop it in the chat. I'm excited to just do the live streaming on TikTok because I think that'd be fun, I wish it was a way to kind of repurpose and do multi-streaming on TikTok as well, in addition to what I'm currently doing now. That'd be dope. So I think, Jesse, you dropped it. Yeah, it's 1,000. That's what I thought. 1,000 followers. So I got work to do, y'all. So I'm gonna be TikToking, hip-hopping on TikTok. So follow me on TikTok. I don't think I have a. And if you guys are on TikTok, like, if you follow me, like, I'll hit you up and follow you guys. I would love to support y'all. Can I do this? Where is it? Where we at? Oh no, I can't do that. Anyways, I was trying to put this on the screen, but yes, here we go. TikTok, don't stop. Let's do this. I know some of you are doing TikTok right now. Boom, there it is. So that's my TikTok at Real Ozeal. So follow me on there. I'm going to be posting some content on there. I'm trying to get it to a point where I'm TikToking like one a day, So that's kind of my goal. One a day. Boom. Just one if you're having fun. That's it. You would, Alex. That's it. Boom. So follow me on TikTok. I have 10 followers, 1% there. You got it, man. You started 10, dude. That's a milestone, bro. 10 followers on TikTok. So shout out to Jesse. Jesse, drop your TikTok handle. Is it called handle? In the chat room. Drop it, by the. As a matter of fact, go ahead and drop your TikTok in the chat, and let's go ahead and follow each other. I think I'm following most of you on there, but that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at because, again, I think it's important for us, again, to think of of what we do as a media company. It's super, super important, and to be able to build brand on there. So hold on one second. Somebody was trying to hit me up on right now. Oh, no. Okay, guess not. DM me. Okay, I'll DM you. All right, so I'm going to drop something on you guys. June 7th, Pod Houston and Podcast Movement in-person networking event. Let me know in the chat room if you guys are planning to attend this networking mixer event. You know, one of the things that we got feedback on pre-COVID for our events is, you know, for those who have attended our events, we do a lot of educational content, right? A lot of educational type of live events. And we don't do a lot of networking events, which is the reason why I'm excited about this meetup, because this is going to be like a networking mixer. So we're looking forward to the Pod Houston team meeting a lot of local podcasters. I've been connecting with a lot of local podcasters who didn't even know about Pod Houston. I'm like, what? So we're going to be seeing a lot of new faces. You know, I feel like, you know, there's been a lot of people who come and go into the space. And then there's ones that just always stick around, and it's always great to see everybody there at the live events. So this will be our first in-person since COVID, since the last one, which was in March, pre-COVID. Like the week before everything shut down, we had an in-person workshop at the Cannon, and that was dope. We had a great turnout. And this is going to be the one coming back to 2022 and more. And we have another one coming up July 7th. But June 7th, Tuesday at Heights Beer Garden. Definitely come out and check it out. I would love to meet you guys in person and show some love. So Jesse is saying, okay, here we go. IndoCon. Go check them out. Check them out. And let's vibe, y'all. Let's vibe. Support each other. All right, guys. So that is the date, June 7th. Hope you guys can make it out to that event. Tomorrow, we're probably going to be doing a live stream, guys, celebrating Reggie's 100th episode, since he is a fellow insider. If you are interested in joining the Podcast Influence Academy, little shameless plug here, join Podcast Influence Academy, become an insider, podinfluence.com. Listen, this is a great mastermind that gives you support, accountability. We have fun in this group. It's a small inner circle, intimate. We talk about everything and anything. True story, insiders, right? You can vouch for that. We talk about everything and anything. You know, obviously we're a podcasting mastermind, but it's more than that. It's definitely like a tight-knit family. We're there to celebrate each other's wins. We're there to support and level up. We got people like who are, you know, on Twitch, like Jesse. We got Janu as a podcaster, crushing on IG. You know, Reggie who's on YouTube. Brian Little. You know, who else do we have in the house? Ben. We have so many. Jim. A few others. Richard. And go on and on and on. Eileen from Puerto Rico. Eileen, we haven't seen you. We need to calling you out right now. We need Eileen in the house. So we have a lot of insiders. Lydia's in there. So join us, guys. Join us. Head over to podinfluence.com. There's a special deal going on right now. Join, hit me up, DM me, and then, of course, if you have any questions, but we'll love to see you there. And also, if you're interested, gotta support my boys out at Podfest Expo, May 26th through the 29th. There is a discount code for Podfest Expo. DM me if you want to visit Orlando to check out this Podfest Expo. It's an amazing conference. Chris is mentoring me. He is my coach in the event marketing space, and he's just an amazing, great dude, and really grateful to call him a friend and a mentor. So if you're interested, we do have a 25% discount if you want to go head over there as well. So highly recommend you check it out. I think that is it, guys. I think we hopefully you guys got some value out of this. You know, hopefully got some wheels turning in regards to just, you know, having, you know, building a podcast brand, you know, thinking like a media company, and you know, a kick in the butt to maybe do video, to pick a platform, to stay consistent, to not overthink the content, and to use the art of repurposing after you're consistent with one platform and just crush it. There's opportunities out there, and I know it's a little bit of motivating to know that there are a lot of individuals like you, like us, who simply just started sharing content and have built lucrative, profitable 6 to 7 figure businesses based off the content they're creating. And they do it because they're thinking like a media company. So build your podcast brand like a media company, and skies are the limit. All right. So, yes. Anything else, guys? I think that's it. I think no comments left. Somebody DM me. Somebody's asking me questions. DM. I'll hit you up. That's it, guys. Yep. That's all the questions we have. Listen, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I feel like we finished on time, which is great because I have to head out and run some errands, head to the gym, and do all the things here on a Monday. But have an amazing Monday. All right. Have a great week. We may be going live tomorrow. We'll see. But thank you guys for tuning in, for sharing the love. And of course, we'll see you next Monday at 11 a.m. So stay tuned in. Thanks again for tuning in. Love you guys. And of course, if you catch it on the replay, tag me and let me know what was the biggest takeaway from this live stream. All right. We'll talk soon. Peace. One love. Enjoy your Monday. Rock.